population in an ecosystem. What's the definition of population? Same species. A group of the same species in a given area. Living together, interacting with each other, but not necessarily with other organisms, or that's not realistic. But if we're going to define, we make up the population of this room. Now, us breathing the air and interacting with each other make up an ecosystem, but the population of this room. All right. Oh, okay. Population needs are not met, and by that I mean you don't have the appropriate things that are needed. What can happen? Okay, so you die. You see my little death sign?
They migrate.
They compete, they migrate, good, and which means
They adapt.
they adapt, good. So these are the options of what can happen. We're gonna talk about relationships in the ecosystem, okay?
What the hell is that?
Yeah, I know, I get that every year.
Oh, that's a jackal tummy. No, it's like a
link.
That's what I thought.
A lynx. I
Okay.
don't know.
But what are these images representing? What relationship? Predator and prey, which is called predation. When an organism actively hunts another organism, it is the predator, and the organism being hunted is the prey. Organisms live closely together. Good, symbiotic, sorry about that. Symbiosis, and in this case, an unrealistic version of symbiosis, but what's happening in this relationship?
symbiotic.
The birds
Yes.
are
Taking all the food from the rhinos.
The bird's picking all the food, he's actually cleaning his teeth. And
sweeping his back.
so there's several types of symbiotic relationships. I'm sure you're aware of some, and maybe not of others. I can tell you that on the AP exam, there will be specific examples of symbiotic relationships, and you have to be able to recognize them. So I'm giving you a few that commonly are found in almost every textbook. No. So this first one is called mutualism.
Symbiosis, isn't that when they both benefit?
No, symbiosis is two organisms living closely together.
It doesn't matter.
Now, when they both benefit is a type of symbiosis, which is mutualism. The word says it all. Both organisms benefit. And in this example of mutualism is pollination. Who can explain the mutualistic relationship there?
So bees collect the pollen, and they'll be able to take it back to their hive and then taking the pollen out of the flower allows it to continue, like I said, the process of
Reproduction.
reproduction.
Yeah. Pollination is ants and this tree that they actually found that there's a triple mutualistic relationship where you have the caterpillar and the ant and the tree together. But the one example that's going to definitely come up is pollination. Not just for mutualism, but in another section when we talk about it, you're gonna see it comes up quite often. All right, the second type of symbiotic relationship.
Oh, I know.
What is it? It's called commensalism. What is
It's
it?
like one organism benefits, like one animal benefits from the other. Like
And?
let's say,
The other
like in the
one.
shark example, for example. in the
It's
shark-
neutral. That's exactly right. One benefits and the other's indifferent or neutral or gets nothing from the relationship. A great example is shark and remora. Who can describe it?
Oh,
Yes.
the more like it swims like right next to it, and it like sucks up like the nutrients and all like it has in the skin and like the dead stuff.
It actually gets,
Yeah.
it's like a detrivore because the
Yeah.
shark is such a savage feeder that everything floats around. They get the remains of food and they also get what?
Protection.
Protection. Nobody's gonna go after that little thing with the shark
Yeah.
there. I wonder, do you ever want to come up now and come up later? An orchid is an epiphyte, and you're gonna have to know that. An epiphyte is an air plant. Okay? And orchids are great examples of epiphytes. How is this commensalism? Good. It gets nutrients and water from the tree, and the tree is indifferent. It's not sucking nutrients from the tree. Okay? Because if it was sucking nutrients from the tree would be harmed. It's getting whatever trickles around. Okay? So it's commensalism. All right, our next example. is parasitism. What's gonna happen here?
One benefits and the other's hurt.
One benefits and the other's harms, correct. So what's the difference between parasite and predator and prey? Sometimes it does, yes. A parasite may harm you to the point of death.
The predator uses almost the whole body for example.
Debatable relationships. A lot of scientists don't even recognize them as a true relationship or symbiotic. But commensalism, what do you think is going to happen here?
One organism benefits.
One of them benefit.
One is neutral, one is harm.
Oh, so what's the
Like really, what a terrible relationship. I'm going to get nothing, but I'm gonna hurt you. That's like evil. Yeah, we could call commensalism like the evil relationship.
That makes it like truly.
So here's a black walnut. It actually secretes a chemical, and the chemical kills its neighboring plants. It gets nothing in return. It just wants to kill you.
Maybe it's getting more.
Debatable. Neutral. What do you think is gonna happen? Nothing. So why is it symbiotic? Correct. Because they live together. They're always bound together. Neither benefits, neither gets harmed. They just hang out.
Oh wait, so that goes back to the last one that I missed.
Commensalism?
Is it a relationship because they always live together?
Correct.
Oh, because I was wondering if that makes
And
sense.
then it kills them. Well, it doesn't kill them, but it harms them. All right.
That's such a dumb relationship.
What is this?
How is that hard to prove?
Well, because like what we were arguing is the walnut secreting chemicals to harm for its own benefit. It's very hard to prove. Maybe it wants a little bit of the other plant's water or soil, but they haven't really been able to prove it, so they come up with this title.
What, neutralism?
Competition is a relationship. It's necessary. It's part of the circle of life. There's two types of why do organisms compete?
Resources.
Resources. Remind me what a resource is.
Anything you can use.
Matter or energy
Good.
that
Awesome. So give me examples.
Food,
Water, food,
makes
shelter.
other organisms. Don't forget that, okay? Other organisms are also resources. You need other organisms to survive, whether it's to maintain balance in an ecosystem or to reproduce, for that matter. All right, there's two types of competition. If you look at the pictures, tell me what you see.
Where?
species and non-species.
Good. Same species, intra, think of A for same, and inter, think of for different.